Alright, welcome back everybody. We got a showdown here between two barrel-aged heavyweights. I've got the 2019 BCS from Goose Island versus the 2019 KBS from Founders.
Let's drink some beer. Yeah.
Now the reason this showdown is special is because I've made no secret about the BCS 2020 is my favorite beer. Hands down, my most favorite beer of all time, but 2019, in my mind, is kind of one of their weaker offerings. Now KBS, I don't think has really got a fair shake from me yet, because all the KBS that I have had, other than some of the variants that I've got, they have all been the new stuff, the year-round 2020 KBSs. So in the back room of one of my honey holes, they had a 2019 KBS, and I was happy to take that off their hands. Thank you very much, Charles and Brennan, if you're watching. It's always cool when you make friends and they let you go back to the secret stash. So I've set this up as fair as I can. I've got a 2019 BCS versus a 2019 KBS. Let's see. I love those vapors that come right out of the bottle like that. It's a whole lot of chocolate. Okay, let's pour the KBS first. Now right off the bat, I can tell that the KBS head is much thicker. It's going to hang around a little bit longer. Both of these are pitch black. I can see a little bit of just a tiny amount of light coming to the very edge of the BCS, and not much light at all coming through the KBS. As you can see, the heads are already settling down. The BCS head is already settled in. It's getting that glass nice and sticky. Now on the overall appearance, I will tell you, I'm all about sticky glasses. I love when a beer really laces up a glass, and I can tell that it's going to be really sticky. That real sticky, thick mouthful feel is what I like. Okay, we are settled in, and I think if I remember the last KBS I had, it's like the head never really always completely goes away. So, all right, first we're going to try the KBS first. Here we go. Man, there's a lot of coffee there. Real thick, rich, chocolatey smelling coffee. A little bit of a booze smell, not overpowering. Sweet. It smells like it's got a lot of horsepower, but it's not overpowering. This 2019 is like a let me get a breath here. The smell of the 2019 Bourbon County Stout, there is small hints of chocolate and coffee, but I mean small. You know what I smell? It's almost all booze. Yep. And I know I love Bourbon County Stouts, but man, this 2019, what I smell? Alcohol. That's a good thing. All right. I love what BCS's do to your cups though. I just can't get over that. KBS, look at that. Look at what these barrel-aged stouts do. Okay. Very nice coating. Really rich, thick feel in the mouth. You get a little twinge of the coffee bitterness, but it's in a good way. I get a lot of chocolate, a lot of coffee, and I want to say I'm getting a lot more booze in this 2019 than I did from the 2020s. Very nice finish on that. The sweetness cuts through everything. And one thing that we talk about kind of when we do these beer reviews, if you don't have a mustache, I apologize, but we talk about the mustache feel. And the mustache feel of this KBS is pretty awesome. Super sweet. I'm going to have to go in for one more. Man, I wish I'd have had this 2019 before I did my top 10 list, because this definitely would have made my top 10. And you know, the thing with these beers is they change from year to year. You know, the 2019 is not one of my favorites, but the 2020 is my all-time favorite. The 2018 is okay, but this is my first 2019 KBS, and I'm very, very impressed. I'll be on the hunt for some more of these. One more. KBS is coming in strong with this one. A lot of booze in this one. It is very booze heavy. It's got a nice bourbon finish running down my throat. Very, very good beer. I would give this beer a 4.25 out of 5. And this particular 2019 KBS, if I was to go back and rerun my list, this would be at least number 5. This is so much better than the 2020 that I've had. Very, very good, fine beer. Now we're going up against one of my favorite beers, one of my least favorite years, but it is a Bourbon County Stout. Booze. You know, as it settled here and kind of aired out, I do pick up a little bit more of the chocolate in it. It doesn't just smell like straight booze. Let's give it a taste. It is a much richer, thicker mouthfeel. Like, it just hugs your tongue with all kinds of goodness. You know, and it's been a while since I've had a 19. It's sitting in this bottle for a few more months since the first time I tried one, or maybe it's just because I haven't had one in a while. But this is really, really good. The taste is very much Bourbon County Stout. There's a little bit of a sweetness, chocolate, dark fruits. It's almost got like a kind of like a raisin sweetness to it. Very good, very delicious. Let's go back in for some more of this. This is going to be hard. This is going to be a tough choice. If you enjoy coffee, if you like the taste of coffee, this is your guy right here. This Had this been the first barrel-aged beer I ever had, this would have been the best for sure. And I will say that it is much better than the 2020. But and you know, I kind of feel bad for dissing the 2019 on my list, because now that I've gone back and tasted it again, phenomenal. Side by side, man, this is going to be a tough choice. I gave this a 4.25. Oh man, I'm ranking both of these at a 4.25, and for a Bourbon County Stout, it's probably about as low as I'll ever rank one. But now I got to pick one, right? So how I kind of do these rankings is I just imagine the bartender sliding both these down the bar at me. Which one of these am I going to snatch up, knowing that they are the 2019 variants? Another key point is that this is 14.7% alcohol. And this is 12.2%. And I will say that even with it being a little bit less alcohol, it's got a nice kick to it. It's holding its own. As you can see, there's still a little bit ahead on that KBS, and the BCS is just around the rim. Oh. Oh man, that BCS flavor though, that just sweetness. But this KBS, super hard. This is a super hard choice right here, but I gotta pick one, right? KBS, very delicious, good beer. But if the bartender's sliding both these down the bar at me, I'm taking this 2019 BCS. Even though it is one of the less desirable of the BCSs for me, it's still freaking BCS, man. I love them. So very close race, very good matchup, and this is my very first 2019 KBS. I need to get some more of the older KBSs and do a vertical of them. I have had the 2017, 18, and 19 CBS, and I know that one's been put on hold for a little while. The finish, of course, now they're mixed together on my palate, but the finish of the KBS, and this is the deciding factor, that is a coffee finish. BCS, that is a dark fruit and chocolate finish, and that's kind of the deciding factor for me. So both very outstanding beers. I wouldn't pass either one of them up, but if the old bartender's sliding down the bar, I'm going with the BCS. Alright, cheers y'all, hope you enjoyed it. I'll do some more Showdown, some more matchups. I've got plenty over there to pick from. You guys take care, and it's a rainy day, so I'm just going to kick back and enjoy these beers for the rest of the day. Cheers, y'all.